I have a passion for the guy who, I love watching videos of the guys who used to be Sony fanboys, man, because they put out the best product, you know, because they know when Sony was good, you know what I mean? They know when Sony used to dominate. They remember, and they can tell the good versus the bad. And when they go off, it's hard for a Sony fanboy of today to combat what he's saying because he's right. You know, the only thing you can do is hit the dislike button or flag the video, man. And, you know, it's sad. People are flagging videos and disliking their own entertainment. I mean, it's the best. Please. I've been a Sony fanboy since day one. You know, then why do you like that? You know, it is what it is. Anywho, Sony, what's going on, man? E3 is here. E3 is here. E3 is here, baby boy. And, you know, what's going to happen? What's going to happen at this year's E3? What's going to happen? What do I want to happen? My demands for Sony this coming E3. Why do I give Sony's homie? I almost said homie. But I did, homie, I didn't mean it as homie as a friend. I meant homie as in homo mixed with Sony. But it was by accident. It was, please, and I hit the. Anyway, I have nothing against the homosexual community now. I love you guys. If I was gay, I would sleep with you, but I'm not. So it is what it is. Remember this? Anywho, let's get focused now. Let's get focused. Let's get serious. All right. What are my demands for E3 for Sony? Listen, Sony has been my favorite console of all time. From the PlayStation, Sony has made my favorite consoles of all time, from the PlayStation 1 to the PlayStation 2. When it came to the PlayStation 3, you people all know that when it comes to that product, I wasn't a fan. I thought the games were terrible, borderline embarrassing, mediocre, overhyped, over-reviewed. What I mean by over-reviewed, the reviews, some of the reviews, I remember IGN told me my Rations was hot. They gave it like a 10. And I bought that garbage and I was mad as hell. And I'm afraid to buy Last of Us because when I watch the trailers and then when I look at people talk about it, it just doesn't seem, it was just not matching up. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just doesn't look like, you know, but we'll talk about that later. Anywho, what are my demands for E3? I've been saying this, if you go back to every single one of my E3 videos and what I was looking for E3, I would say, I keep saying the same thing every year. That was more role-playing games, RPGs, or JRPGs from Japanese role-playing game. I've just been a fan of those. That's just been my thing since I was very young. When I first picked up the controller and played Xenogears, I've just been addicted to role-playing games. It's got to go on for about 20 or so years. And I didn't know anything about them until, you know, I mean, there's been RPGs before that I've been missing out on I played them recently from the Chrono Triggers and the Final Fantasies and things of that such. But I didn't start learning about RPGs. Back then I was playing games like Mario and Tiny Toon Adventures and Mortal Kombat and things of that such. But when I came upon the RPG that is from Xenogears, what got me into it was Final Fantasy VII. Even though people say that game sucks, it was just a pivotal moment in my life that really got me into one of the greatest moments of gaming in my entire life. It just changed my life completely, and it made me into the crazy person that you see today. And I thank God, or I thank Japan or America or whoever. I'm so grateful to have, I mean, you guys understand, it's just crazy, you know what I'm saying? So I just been addicted to RPG. I play bad RPGs from Shadow Madness to White Knight Chronicles 1 and 2. Like, I love White Knight Chronicles. I hope they make a 3. So, what other bad RPGs? I mean, it doesn't, I never, what's a bad RPG I ever played? It's not even bad, but it's just, I'm more or less disappointed because, not disappointed, but it's not bad, but it's the RPG I give the most slack because it's Xenosaga, because it's not the sequel, but it's the next game made by Soft or whatever they were called back then. They made Xenogears and they made Xenosaga. I went to Xenosaga thinking I'm going to be playing a sequel to Xenogears or a prequel or an alternate universe, which probably is. And then when I played it, I was like, this sucks. But it's not a bad game. It just was like, and then threw it. Anyway, my demands for E3 is that Sony, I would like to see role-playing games. I don't like this direction that you're going in, even though it's very similar to back in the day. You did come out with some stupid games from, I'm not that saying they're bad, from the parameter rappers and things of that such, and but parameter, no, that's not nice. I shouldn't say that, because you guys, I mean, Sony was never famous for their Sony exclusives. They were more famous for the exclusives that the other companies, from the Capcoms and the Square Enixes and the things of that such, they made good games exclusives for Sony. But I'd seen on the board where you showed where all the games that the companies I've been working for, I seen Atlas up there, so I would like to see a Persona 5. Square Enix, I've been saying this every year. I'd like to see Kingdom Hearts 3. Which I don't think is going to be exclusive coming next gen. I think that's going to make its way to the Wii U. Because the last couple of Square Enix, Kingdom Hearts games have been on the 3DS. Or the DS, excuse me, Nintendo. They've been rocking with Nintendo for a while now. I just want to, Final Fantasy VII remake. I know that's not going to come, but I like to see it. I like to see some new Final Fantasy RPGs, nothing with lightning in it, or that lightning combat system, or that meteor accuracy that you're trying to, I just want to see, try to be positive here. I just want to see those type of things, role-playing games. I want you to cater to the original Sony fanboy that you had back in the day, from me. If you can do those things, like I said, I can be down with Sony. But if you continue to show me trailers for Killzone and Resistance and Mod Nation Racers and Little Big Planet and Uncharted and Last of Us and PlayStation Battle All-Star Royals and just more games that I don't really rock with or play, then I have no choice but to not really get a PlayStation 4 this next gen. I made a mistake and bought a PlayStation 3 because of the hype. This because of the mystique. Oh, well, when the PlayStation 3 comes out, we're going to get HD RPGs and it's going to be amazing. That's how it first was. Yeah, I can't wait. Whee! What? We were pumped and ready to go. Then we got these garbage plethora games, and they just totally abandoned we got Ni no Kunai and White Knight Chronicles, and I got a couple of Tales of games and things of that such, but it doesn't really match to what it used to be in the past. So my demands is just more RPGs, man. RPGs. That's just what I like. I could care less what they like, because they don't sell. If they sell, then I can say, I can't really say anything. I can't say anything about Halo and Gears of War and things of that such. They sell. But I can say about things about these games that but they don't sell. Why don't we go back to the original routine, the plan that you had that made you famous? Cater to those fans. Anyway. Monkey, I just want to keep it real basic and simple, okay? RPGs, that's all I want, okay? That is it. Every year I've been saying, can you please bring the RPGs? That's all I ask for. Yes, you can bring out the garbage games from the Mod Nation Racers. Little Big Planet and Uncharted. But can you please stack the RPGs on top of it?